Not a problem, Helen. That content is the same one. No worries. No worries. Could I request one of the educator to mute the microphone because a lot of commotion is there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I have done it. So please don't feel offended if I mute someone because of the commotion. So please bear with me. Okay, so I think we should start now because it's 5:37 uh, IST and we should start now. Okay, shall we start now? Shall we start?
Yes, sir,
Yes,
we can.
we should.
Okay,
We can.
okay,
Yes.
okay. So just one thing I would like to tell you, whatever doubts you have, you can ask, you can just note it down and we will discuss about it in the end. Okay. So I'll start sharing my screen, the presentation. Just let me know whether you are able to see it or not. It may take some time uh, to come onto your screen. Okay. Are you able to see the screen, my screen, the presentation?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We all
We
can
can.
Okay,
see.
okay, okay. So I'll start. So hello everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon from whichever part of the world you are in. First of all, I would like to thank each and every one of you for joining in, for coming together to work towards the sustainable happiness, human happiness, which is the call of the time, and it's really very important nowadays. So I welcome you all in this project. I'm Pramod from India, founder and director of Life Skills Studio, and I welcome you all in the introductory meeting of Human Happiness, a journey with life skills towards SDGs. So first, I'll request some educator to please mute the microphone. Okay. So first of all, we will see some highlights of the project. This will be a 10 weeks global collaborative project wherein we will be completing different activities. But this 10 weeks time span would be flexible.
अरे थोडंच राहिलं नाही पिते नाही पित थोडं म्हणजे अर्धच
Let
राहिले
me,
हो नाही पित जेवढं पाहिजे तेवढंच पिते
uh, I would request all of you to please mute your microphones. Please.
Sir, your mic is on mute. Sir, excuse me, sir.
Okay, 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 okay. Now, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So this would be a 10 weeks global collaborative project. This timeline, 10 weeks would be flexible. Like where if we'll take more time to complete any activity, this would be extended. We would be working towards attaining personal happiness, then collective happiness, and then towards the human happiness. So far, 160 educators from 37 countries have joined, and about 1,310 students are there so far in the project. But these numbers are increasing day by day. Right now, there are more educators who are willing to come in. They have registered, but I have not mentioned the increased number here. And there are many students also they are coming with. So our focus areas will be life skills and SDGs. This would be a great opportunity for all of us for personal and professional development. Professional development in the sense we would be doing trainings of Wakelet, Flipgrid. These are the amazing tools by Microsoft, which we would be using for responses, for activities, and for feedbacks of students. Then e-certificates and badges would be given to all the educators and students. There would be a chance to collaborate and interact with educators worldwide, as we all are doing right now. Then awards for educators and schools for the best performance will be given. Like we would be, there is one activity in which we will be integrating art. So from that performances, we will be selecting some performances which will, those schools or those students will get a chance to showcase their talent or showcase their work in the final award ceremony. So that would be a platform wherein students can showcase their work, schools can showcase their work, whatever they are doing in these activities or so far. Then you very soon, by tomorrow evening, you would be getting a badge, a ring, in which you can just insert your photograph, a headshot, and you can share it on the social media. I will be sharing this by mail. I will be sharing a PPTX file with all of you in WhatsApp group and by mail also, so that you can easily do this and share it on social media. There was some queries regarding the facilitators cards in the WhatsApp group. So I would like to tell you that in the PPTX, I have made a format wherein you can put your headshot, this badge, and you can write about yourself a short bio, and that card you can share on the social media. Even I will be sharing a link with you all. That would be a link to FB, Facebook profile frame link, in which you can just insert your headshot, and very easily you can do that. We all know how to do there is no much addition needed. I would be sharing that link also on WhatsApp and by mail. I would like to thank our partners who are there with us, who are helping us in reaching out to educators. These are some of the organizations that have partnered with us. These are organizations working for educators, and some are working for unprivileged students. So I would like to introduce these organizations to all of you. First is We Are in This Together Global Educators E-Conference. This is led by Lauren Leo from USA and Manjula Gyan from Sri Lanka. Then Blue Peace Ocean Conservation, Maldives. This is led by Selvam Arnath. Then Summerhill Foundation, India, led by Shankar Ankush. Microsoft MIA Kenya chapter. This is led by Kamoko Felix. And Veziman Casey Foundation, Zambia, led by Veziman Casey. Moving forward, here few things I would like to tell you about Life Skills Studio. As we all know, you must have gone through the PDF file that I have shared with you all. The motto of Life Skills Studio is the true purpose of education is to prepare our children for a wholesome life and not merely for careers. Our goal is inculcation of essential life skills, and the methodology is project-based learning. Then why there is need of this project, Human Happiness? Because we all know that happiness is the ultimate goal of all of us. We all want our students, we all want our children, we all want ourselves to be happy. But in this period of pandemic, the COVID-19, there are many challenges the students, the families are facing. Here are some of the challenges, here are some of the reasons which, because of which I have opted for this project, and I am sure that you all have opted for this. Some of the reasons are closed schools, gender inequalities, absence of peer interactions, lack of social activities, depression, anxiety, disappointment, and uncertainty, to name few. So in this project, we would be working towards eradicating all these difficulties or all these obstacles, and we would be facilitating students we would be facilitating students to get over these obstacles for themselves also, and for helping others to come out of that also. So above all, this project is aiming at imparting lifelong happiness to children's lives, and rather helping them to master the art of happiness. Now, what is happiness? As we all know, happiness is a keyword, or it is the most universally sought after outcome, but we cannot really define happiness in words because it's a mental state. But we can certainly relate some of the positive feelings with happiness, the concept of happiness, that can be prosperity, well-being, satisfaction, intense joy, and contentment. If we look at these advantages of being happy, we can be sure that if our students are happy, then they can perform well in their academics, they can perform well in their social life, and happiness is very important for the wholesome development of any child or any human being. So here are some of the advantages. It boosts self-confidence, it motivates individual activities, increases efficiency, raises awareness, boosts positive thinking, facilitates social relationships. So these are different advantages. To name few, to whom like these advantages we would be aiming at. Then we all know there are 10 life skills which are laid down by World Health Organization. These are the 10 life skills we would be trying to inculcate in our students. They are decision making, coping with stress, managing emotions, empathy, self-awareness, interpersonal skills, effective communication, critical thinking, creative thinking, and problem solving. Then if we look at these four pillars of education, we will be definitely saying that life skills are very essential in education system as well, because learning to know, learning to be, learning to live together, and learning to do. These are four pillars on which our education system is based on. And these are the different life skills which are very helpful in strengthening these pillars. Then we all know there are 17 SDG goals which are declared by United Nations, and we are supposed to attain those goals by 2030. Sustainable development goals measure economic development, social development, and environmental development. And if we look at the happiness, the concept of happiness, these are the essential fields which need to be worked on. And if we work on each of that, economic, social, environmental development, we can attain the sustainable development and the sustainable happiness as well. And one more thing we need to keep in mind, that the countries which are performing well in sustainable SDG index, those countries are also performing very well in happiness index. So for that, we have opted for SDGs also. Personal happiness can be attained with help of life skills. Collective happiness can be attained with help of SDGs, and thus we will be moving towards human happiness. These are some of the objectives for Human Happiness Project. First is to empower students with skills to create happiness within themselves and the world, to infuse special opportunities with education that will bring an understanding of the term happiness, to get the joy of contribution towards social cause, and to facilitate effective understanding of citizenship, to develop constructive habits, a sense of optimism, and a skill of relationship building, to give each student a chance to prove his or her ability by making them a part of solutions, to instill life skills into future global citizens, to integrate art in the learning process, and to facilitate students in understanding the concept of SDGs and working towards attaining them. So these are the different objectives which we will be aiming at. And we will be aiming at 5 SDGs. These 5 SDGs are our focus. The SDG number 3, good health and well-being. SDG number 4, quality education. SDG number 5, gender equality, SDG number 12, responsible consumption and production, and SDG number 17, partnerships for the goals. One of the educator had asked me in the WhatsApp group that can we take the SDG of our choice. So I would request all of you to relate these SDGs with whatever activities you are conducting in your school, or plan some activities that will be focusing on these SDGs. And no need to worry, we have planned the activities, you just have to carry them out. Okay, now the project details. This would be the project in 3 phases. For the phase first would be securing personal happiness. The first activity of in this would be knowing our happiness ambassadors. So this would be an ice-breaking session wherein students will introduce themselves. Students will tell about themselves, their name, their country, their hobbies, or whatever thing or place or person make them happy. And they can share their introduction on Flipgrid, or they can share it in the Wakelet. I have shared the links already in the PDF file that I have shared with you all in the mail, in the welcome mail. But still, I would be sharing with you all the instructions and all the links that are related to particular activity one by one, like related when there is a certain activity, I will be sharing all the information related to that in the beginning. So no need to worry about it. Then the second activity would be once all the happiness ambassadors are the students that we will be working with. And if you are not working or if you are not in with your students, you can introduce yourself in this activity. I will be sharing separate link for educators to share their introduction. Then the second activity would be happiness skills survey. We need to work on training our students to be happy, but we need to know at what stage they are at. So this would be a survey which will be comprising of 11 questions, very simple questions related to their habits, related to their insights. It won't be very complicated. There will be 11 questions. Student will choose the correct option or whatever option they are suitable with. And then all the data will come to me, and I will be sending the data related to certain educator to them. I will be mailing that data to them. So you just have to, I have kept one point in the form wherein students have to write down name of their educator, name of their teacher. So if you are in the project with your students and you want data of your students properly, then just tell your students to write your name properly so that I can segregate the data according to the name of educator. I can send particular data to you. So by this activity, by doing this activity, we will be coming towards, coming to know what need to be focused in case of certain student or overall. So we can just focus on those activities in case of those students. So that will facilitate our activities, our work. Then the third activity in this phase would be orientation of happiness ambassadors and happiness facilitators. So these sessions would be both for students and for educators. If students are not able to join, facilitators will join and they will convey the message, or they will do the cascading of the knowledge towards their students, because as we all can join at any time of the day, students will not be able to, and parents will not let them do so. So educators can join these sessions, and then they can brief about these concepts to their students. So facilitators and students will be guided or will be briefed about the concept of happiness, about the sustainable development goals, and about the importance of life skills. Then the next activity is happiest moment of the day. This activity would be conducted throughout the project, and if students are conducting or if students are perceiving this activity throughout or afterwards, that will be a better, that will be the best outcome of this project, because in this activity students would be guided to write down diaries. Small things matter, as we all know. We always are looking for the bigger happiness, but if we will look into the small things, the small pleasures of life, then we will see that the life is very beautiful. The life is, everything is very good. So we need to train our students to look for happiness in small activities, so that we will be telling our students to write down anything that made them happy that day, which might include any new skills, a skill learned, new friend, a compliment from parent, or helping others, like acts of gratitude or kindness. So they can write down, they can share their experiences or share their happiest moment of the day on Flipgrid in Wakelet. So this will train our students to look for happiness in whatever experiences they are facing. Then the next activity would be exercise, yoga and meditation. Exercise is very important. We all know sound mind in sound body. Happiness and health go hand in hand. So HAs, like happiness ambassadors, would be introduced to the benefit of doing exercise, yoga or meditation, along with some demonstrations, and they would be sharing, they can continue whatever exercise they are doing, if they are doing, and they would be uh, like encouraged to share their learnings, like their experience about after doing exercise, how fresh do they feel, etc. Or if they are doing it for long time, what do they feel, what are the advantages of doing exercise, and their short videos of doing that. So they can share their videos, they can share their photos as well. This will encourage other students also. This will be an inspiration for those who are not doing it, so they can be guided to do for doing it. Then the next activity would be happiness pulse. This would be intercultural connections to develop empathy. There are many around, for now there are around 177 educators in this project. So we have a lot of choices to connect with. There are, I will be again sharing a form in which you will be writing if you are joining the project with students, without students, which grades you are teaching, and what timings or what subjects are you comfortable with. Then I will share this data with all of you, then so that you can select the a teacher, or you can select the class according to your convenience, and you would be arranging sessions, meetings with your students, in which students will share about their country, about their culture, about the etiquettes, about the customs, etc., traditional dresses and all dishes. So they can share their learning in Wakelet, Flipgrid, or they can make sways as well. Then the next phase would be securing collective happiness. Our happiness is always connected to the happiness of all that we are connected to. And as a member of society, each of us are connected to many. And we all know that making others happy will make us happier too. And to ensure this, some activities, or these two activities, are planned, which will give students a fair chance to reflect on their social involvement. So in the first activity, that is Women in Action, I would like to tell you that these two activities are adapted from the word largest lesson. The first activity in which students or happiness ambassadors will undertake a survey to find out women's contribution in form of local community influencers and decision makers. So there is a survey comprising of 12 questions, in which students have to opt for male or female, like who is your family doctor, male or female, who is your teacher, male or female, who is your prime minister, male or female. In this way, students will come to know that what all opportunities women are entitled to and getting in real. So this will make students aware of gender inequality actually, and so they can work towards gender equality. And if there is gender equality already practiced in the society, then we will be telling those students or those educators to share their experience with the rest of the students and educators. Then the second activity will be OOSC, that's out of school children. This activity will help happiness ambassadors to know what prevents a child from going to school. Students will be guided to do a survey in their vicinity, that like which students are not still going to school, or if possible in their district, or if not possible because of the COVID-19, or if parents are not allowing them to go out, they can search it on internet. They can find out what are all causes that are preventing children from going to school, and they can present that causes in Flipgrid or Wakelet collections, their learnings, and they will be told to tell their solutions, like what do they think, like that will be the solution to this situation. So they will be motivated to find out the solutions as well. And if they are meeting those children in person, they would be interviewing them, and they will be collecting all the data which will be shared on Wakelet or Flipgrid. Then the phase 3 would be securing sustainable happiness. I can see some comments in the chat box, but I cannot just address it right now. We'll be going through all the comments at the end of the session. Now, phase 3 would be securing sustainable happiness. Once we are done with personal, collective, then we will be moving towards sustainable happiness. First activity would be sustainable birthday. As we all know, we spend a lot of money on celebrating birthdays. In this activity, happiness ambassadors would be encouraged to do acts of kindness and gratitude on their birthdays. They would be introduced to some of the organizations who are working for underprivileged children or underprivileged members of society, or students can do these acts of kindness or gratitude by planting a tree, by gifting anything on their birthday to their maid or to the children of maid or whoever is a needy person. So this will be like an activity wherein our birthdays will become sustainable, because the second day we forget everything about the birthday. But if we do this activity, the students will be, or the beneficiaries will be, remembering those students, those educators and their birthdays for a long time. Then the next activity would be calculating our ecological footprints. Again, this activity is adapted from our largest lessons, but some changes have been made according to the online learning and teaching, because some of the schools are still closed. In this, educators and students would be given a survey. There are 44 questions. It's a bit big survey, but very easy one. The questions are very easy. Just have to select the options, and this survey will tell us how much resources we are using out of nature, and how much like what should be the proportion, and how many earths we need to live or to accommodate the current population, if we will go on, or if we will keep our lifestyle in this way for a long time. So this would be a kind of activity which we will be doing in the third phase. Then there will be the activity in which we will be integrating art. The insights here, students will be encouraged to present any form of art, like puppetry, like drama, song, poems, drawings, etc. One act play or street plays, in which students will showcase what all they have learned, or what all they have experienced, or what all solutions they have for the problems that they have come across so far. So we will have the this activity for students, and even educators are most welcome to take part in this activity. And from this activity, we will be selecting few performances which will be showcasing their talent in the final award ceremony. And some schools will be given a chance to showcase their work in the final award ceremony. And the last activity would be again a happiness skill survey. The same survey would be given to students, and by doing this, we would be coming to know what is the impact of all the activities that we have done and what all we need to improve. Then, after each activity, there would be a reflection form which will be given to all the educators, which will facilitate a cascading of knowledge, and if there are any suggestions, it will facilitate for the improvement of our activities. So this was all about the project. I will stop sharing the screen now, and let us discuss about all the doubts or queries that you all have in your mind. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Okay, someone is asking me to show the last two slides. Okay, is this audible? Sorry, visible now?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So this is the second last slide, and if I okay, someone was asking to. Is it okay now for him or her?
Yeah. Show the slide number 21, please.
Okay. This is the just the suggestions that if you are posting any post related to our project, just tag we use these hashtags and tag Life Skill Studio on Facebook. Okay. Is it enough now? Shall I move forward?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much.
So the slide if you don't.
Yes, I didn't hear you, sir.
15th
Which one?
slide.
15. Okay. These are the 5 SDGs we will be focusing on. SDG number 3, 4, 5, 12, and 17.
Fine, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Is there anything that anyone of you want to see again? Okay, so we will move forward, and if there are any queries, I'll go through the comment.
Mr. Thube?
Yes. Abhilasha ma'am is raising her hand. Yes, Abhilasha ma'am, please go on.
So I just wanted to know the timeline of the project because, I'm sure you are also aware because some of your students also must be involved in the goals project.
Yes.
So already that is on in the school, and being a Indian curriculum school, we are all at the end of our academic year.
Yes.
So February is the month which is going to be a very busy month for all of us. So if the timeline, we can be clear on that, and so that we don't overwhelm the students also, at the same time we don't lose out on the opportunity of involving and engaging our children.
Yes, ma'am, sure. This would be a 10 weeks project. But if as you are busy with the end of the year, then you can merge activities, and you can complete it. There is no like hard and fast. We cannot be very hard and fast. So there is flexibility always. So no problem. Just the thing is that the students, it's like suggested that if students miss out any one activity, the like soul of the project will be